Okay, so this would be your attitude. Now we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse position. So when he is in the reversed position, there is a tendency to not be so open to love. A lot of times there's mistrust because they've been hurt. So maybe you've been hurt and you're just not ready to just be so openly trusting with your heart and your feelings and, exposing your vulnerabilities. Now, for some of you, you could be, say, in the beginning stages of a new relationship. And if this happens to be you, then this relationship could be progressing very slowly. It could have a bit of a rocky start. It's not to say that it's doomed, but it just comes down to a personal choice. Is it something you want to continue trying for, or is it something that you can just be like, yeah? Maybe someone has presented you with an opportunity for a relationship, but you're just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm feeling it. Now we clarify, and we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position. So I automatically associate Queen of Wands reversed as overly aggressive. When she's in the reverse position, this shows that the aggressive side is coming out. So maybe some of you have been in a love situation, and frankly, it's made you have a short fuse. You might be having a bit of a hot temper right now. You might be a little aggressive, and some of you may have a damn good reason to be that way. And some of you might be overly embellishing it, making it seem worse than what it really is. So don't shoot the messenger. You'll know which one you are. Just be honest with yourself, So, yeah. Okay, so this is the position of how other people see you. We have Judgment in the reverse position. So since it's in the position of how other people see you, then someone in particular is looking at you like you passed judgment on them, and that the judgment you passed was false. It was inaccurate. Perhaps someone may feel like you're being overly critical of them. They may feel that you're not taking into consideration all of the facts. You're not able to see or hear the true nature of the situation. When the Judgment card is in reverse, you can make a snap, impulsive type of decision or judgment, and it can be wrong. And to clarify, we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. So again, emotionally, we are unbalanced, and we are thinking with our emotions and not with our intellect. So this would definitely be an emotionally provoking situation. So someone that you love, this could be a platonic love, it could be a romantic love. They definitely provoked you on an emotional level, and perhaps you passed a judgment on them that was not so nice. Or maybe you may feel that someone else has passed judgment on you. And for a few of you, this could be going both ways. You may have passed judgment on a person, and that same person passed judgment on you. But either way, all of the facts are not there, and we need to bring the intellect back into balance here with the emotion and look at things in a balanced way, because at this point there's an over emotional quality to this. So an emotionally provoking type of situation. Perhaps you reacted impulsively. Maybe you're being reactive, and it's because of an emotionally provoking situation. And so, the old saying, sometimes we say things we don't mean when we're mad, and sometimes we say things we really do mean when we're mad. That can go both ways as well. So, another thing with the Judgment card in the reverse position is you need to be able to, if you're judging others, you need to be able to face yourself in the mirror and judge yourself as well. You don't want to force that judgment upon others and then not look at yourself. It's a bit unfair. So this is the position of hopes and fears. So we have the Six of Coins in the reverse position. So this can indicate, maybe needing some help, especially on the financial end, and trying to seek out that help, and we don't get what we thought we were going to get, or someone, offers us something, but then there's strings attached. It's a messy type of situation. So yeah, then to clarify, we have King of Coins in the reverse position. So I'm going to automatically say, let's class this as a fear. The King of Coins in the reverse position, he is not the person you would want in control of your money. He is someone who will definitely worm his way up into your account, your finances, and he'll let you make money, and all he'll do, he or she will just take while you do all the work. The King of Coins in reverse can also be one who gets involved in, say, unethical and black market type of deals, illegal type of things. Yeah, so fear, definitely somebody we don't want to be messing with at all. Okay, y'all ain't gonna be happy about this, okay? But unfortunately, transiting Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, so it is opposing, it is opposite the sign of Cancer. So either Pluto is opposing your sun, your moon, or your rising sign. And it's not just Pluto. It is now Pluto, Saturn, and Mars. Talk about a troublesome threesome of planets. So some of you are going to be like, this is a very negative reading. Well, you know what? When it comes to Cancers, unfortunately, the planetary alignment is just a bit negative. And it's not really that it's negative, it's just producing learning experiences, and it's showing us the ways that we need to grow, and it's showing us the things that we need to let go of, okay? And I'm Cancer rising, so I understand this. Cancer, you don't like to let go of the past. There's a tendency to hang on to the past in one way, shape, or form or another. Sometimes you just don't want to let it go. And sometimes it's hard, Some can do this better than others. We're all different, so the final outcome is death. Now, for those of you who are new to watching tarot readings, this does not mean you're going to die, okay? This is showing that it is time to be done with a certain situation in your life. It is time to make a major change. Something in your life, whether it's a relationship, again, it could be romantic, it could be platonic. There is a situation in your life that needs to be done. And as painful as it can be to go through this transition type of period and to be done with this, it can be pretty painful, but it must be done, okay? The Death card is ruled by Scorpio. Scorpio rules Pluto. And Pluto is not the planet you want to fight with. It's like the more you try to resist the inevitable change, then the more battles that'll come for you. And it just gets harder and harder with every single battle. So the best thing to do is to let it go. Surrender. This is some great advice, whether you understand astrology or not. When it comes to Pluto and things being taken out of your life, just let it go. Let go, let God, let go, let Pluto, let go, let the universe, whatever works for you. But you just need to let it go and surrender. Let the change happen. Whatever you've been clinging to, it is time to let it go, because this situation is not serving a purpose for you anymore. It has now become a roadblock. It is holding you back, so you need to let it go. And it's not all doom and gloom. It may feel that way, and for some of you, some of your situations are very, very tough. But you see the rose here? It is showing that there is hope. There is a new beginning, and there is hope, because you're going to grow in a tremendous way internally by going through this. It's a major change, and it has to be. The more that we resist, the worse it can get. So when you see that change and it needs to happen, just let it happen. Because if you don't, mark my words, you'll just keep seeing battle after battle until you finally realize, okay, I get it. I need to let it go. Okay, and we clarify, and we get the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. So, Queen of Swords in the reverse position, she can be a bit narrow-minded. She can be pretty argumentative. She can be pretty one-sided, where she can only see her point of view, and she is unable to see everyone else's point of view. And a lot of times she will try to force her point of view upon others. So you guys could end up dealing with a particular woman or man who is like this, or some of you could be refusing that change because you don't want to see things for what they really are. You want to continue to wear those rose-colored glasses. But trust me, you don't want to be narrow-minded. You don't want to be overly pushy. You don't want to be manipulative, okay? Because we got the Queen and the King of Swords both in the reverse. And when they're in the reverse, this shows manipulation, okay? Not to mention Five of Swords up here, Queen of Cups reverse, manipulation, and then emotional manipulation. Don't let yourself have such a narrow point of view, okay? If this happens to be expressing your energy, don't allow yourself to become overly argumentative, okay? See, the thing with Queen of Swords, especially in the reverse position, Queen of Swords, she likes her boundaries, okay? She is all about having her boundaries and respect. But in the reverse position, she's all about her boundaries, but to hell with your boundaries. So she has a tendency to say some pretty hurtful, nasty things that, she can become very tactless, She can literally strip the dignity away from people in mere seconds with her tongue. So she definitely wants her boundaries to be respected, but then she's not respecting other people's boundaries. So if you feel that you may be behaving in this type of manner, you definitely just let it go. Do your best to try to rise above the situation. You may want to say something or some things to some people, but just try to remember, treat others how you want to be treated. So if you want your boundaries to be respected, try to respect others' boundaries. It's okay to stand up for yourself and to speak your truth. That's absolutely okay. But you want to try to find a better way to do so. You want to be more diplomatic. That's the word I'm looking for. You want to try to be more diplomatic in your approach. But overall, this situation needs to be let go of. And for some of you, you could be dealing with this type of person, male or female. And if you're dealing with that type of person, well, you cannot control what comes out of their mouth, but you will at least know that they have their boundaries, but they have no respect for your boundaries. Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it could just simply be about the energy. So do consider that. The Death card is Scorpio. So for the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is what I refer to as the nightmare card. This can be like living a nightmare. This can be like having literal nightmares at night, having problems sleeping. Some of you could be experiencing sleepless nights. Some of you may be plagued by nightmares, literally. Some of you may feel like you're living a nightmare in your waking life. But with this nightmarish type of element comes, a loss of some sort. And a lot of times this can be relationship, and again, this can be romantic or platonic. It can go either way. But there is definitely a need to come to terms with something and let it go. Sometimes this can indicate unfaithfulness within a relationship, especially if you happen to be having romantic problems, in your romantic relationships. I'm not saying run and accuse your significant other of, unfaithfulness, but do pay attention. So this is about us needing to deal with this loss and move away from it. Let's deal with it and move away from it. For some of you, this could indicate that you may be having issues with anxiety and depression surrounding this situation. And for a few of you, this could be indicating that you may potentially need a surgery of some sort. That will resonate with a few of you. But overall, this is about going through a loss that brings much anxiety, some depression, sadness. And a lot of times this is more in our mind. We can make it worse in our own mind. So we clarify we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is deception, betrayal. This can also indicate unfaithfulness within a relationship. This can also indicate theft, where someone literally steals something away from you and then they leave something behind to show that something has been taken. So someone that's trying to take the easy way out because they don't want to work for it, so they'd rather just take something that belongs to you. Yeah. Oh, that's pretty darn depressing. Let me tell y'all. We're going to put a crystal on that so we could try to neutralize this here a little. I understand this change has definitely got to happen. But let's try to make it as easy as we possibly can. Change can be really, really hard, especially for Cancer, because we're very stuck in our ways, and we really love our home, and we're not so easy to just let go of, situations and people and whatnot. So, it's definitely harder for us, but, this is something that we are going to have to let go. And it is for a much higher purpose, because the very thing that we need to let go of is the very thing that has been holding us back all along. And again, I know that doesn't take the sting off much, but it really is for our own good. Now, I went ahead and pulled some Love Oracle cards. These are for the single Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign singles. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So that's very literal. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Yes, live in the moment. Be happy and joyous for the small things. And when you can appreciate the small things and you're not so focused on, I want a relationship like right now, admire the small things, when we're not paying attention, that's when things, tend to manifest for us. So, okay, so this is for the Cancers that are in relationships or married. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So you'll know where you're fitting at in this general area here. Okay. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So some of you could already be in a relationship that's pretty fresh. And they might be someone that's, very different from what you would normally date. But, keep an open mind about it. They could be the perfect person for you. But don't rush things. Let things unfold as naturally as possible. Just don't rush it. And keep an open mind, because you never know.